Hi, welcome to The Conscious Spirit. I'm Pam.
I'm Mari-Lyn, and together we are
TCS, Everyday Psychics.
And we have another reaction video today.
Yes.
Bringing you the ghost point of view.
Yes, we've had, again, many people have requested this. This is the first time reacting to this particular group.
I think so.
Yeah, pretty sure. Yeah, we get so many requests. Yes. and sometimes it takes us a while to get to them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're here now. This is Ghosts of Carmel, Maine. The Lamb House. Investigators in shock.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
So I guess we sort of jumped right into that. And,
we did. And forgot everything else, so
yes.
welcome.
Yes, welcome. Welcome back, or welcome first time. If you haven't subscribed, please do.
Please do.
Yes.
Because you're going to love us.
Yeah, you are.
We are a little subdued, and some of you are probably noticing that.
Yes. Before we tell you why, we are paranormal mediums. And with over 20 years experience, and we are multi-dimensional energy healers, psychics, yada, yada, yada.
Teachers, mentors.
Yes, yes, and yes. So we opened sacred space.
Yes, we did.
And that's where this sort of subdued thing is coming from.
Yes.
Yes.
Very different. I find myself in such different energy than I normally do before a reaction.
And I'm going to say it comes from our guidance. Our guidance is really slowing us down. Don't go diving in there. Don't go trotting in. Stay in love. Stay centered and grounded. Stay calm. And there is something here, definitely. At least I do not know the what as of yet. I did not. We just opened space, and this feeling came as like, ooh, okay, there's some big energy here, most likely. Is.
I got a sensation up my arm. I want to say that it felt like a scratch, but it wasn't. It almost felt, okay, anybody been shocked, like touch an electrical wire? It was like that kind of a feeling, but like in dots.
Okay.
That just went up my arm, stopped about here. Very interesting sensation.
I'd say, yes. So our teams and then some came in. So I have some other tools here, my typical ones, plus some other ones.
Some guides have come in that typically do not come in for a reaction video. And I feel so strongly that I am supposed to stay in compassion, in love, and my awareness is to be open.
So we'll see. We'll see what all this is about.
Yeah.
I guess we just I need to kind of pull myself out a little bit, because otherwise I could totally fall asleep here. They have me so calm and like just plastered to this chair.
Yeah. I am a little stymied as to why. Yeah.
Guess we're going to find out.
And what a contrast to the laughing attack I had a couple videos ago.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I liked the laughter.
Yes. And we have the energy today. I think it was like the last one before something.
I think the last we were pretty low on energy.
Pretty low on energy. Yeah. Just a lot going on in life and etc. And we knew you all wanted video, so we didn't want to not do it. And it was a lot. We're glad we did. Yes. But yeah, this is very different energy. So yeah, let's see. Let's try to get this. See how this goes. You can contact us at theconsciousspirit.net if you need energy healing, if you want classes.
If you have paranormal activity and you need help.
Yes, we do not, for any of those things, anything that's energetic, we do not have to physically be there with you.
Correct.
That question gets asked from us. And nope, don't have to physically be there.
No, we do not.
So give us an email and we'll see. And then we're also doing some group classes. Thus far, we've done 2. There was a really nice response to those. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you had to close down.
Yep, both of them. Yeah,
both of them.
I didn't put a limit on them. It just didn't occur to me that I would have to.
Yeah.
I didn't realize I would have the fabulous response, and I'm so very grateful. Thank you so much. And if there's something that you want, like you'd like us to do a class on something, some sort of group class, group gathering or something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Make those suggestions.
Yeah.
Make those suggestions.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
It would be great to know what everybody's wanting and thinking out there. So
okay, so our video dude took off the first 11 and a half minutes of this, said that we will put that up for you to watch. We have not watched it, but we'll put that up for you to watch, and then we'll start the reaction. Whoo! And ghost point of view.
Yeah.
After that. And please remember, this is the ghost point of view. So we're coming in telling you what the spirit realms are doing when we're doing this. Something got you? Do you know?
I do not know.
Okay. Well, this is good. Let's start this. Okay.
Okay.
One of the main reasons why I never believed in the paranormal, in documentaries about high-profile cases since the 1970s, there wasn't anything captured on camera that convinced me these claimed encounters were real. We only had what people said to go on. I'm not saying these claims were not real, but I couldn't understand why very few people captured this activity on camera. In most cases, these incidents were written off by the public as a hoax. Most people, including myself, wanted to see proof the paranormal is real. Since the 1970s, I've heard many claims about hauntings. In my opinion, these were just ghost stories until I moved here. When I accepted something very strange was going on in this house, I picked up a camera and started recording. If this was in fact paranormal activity, I told these spirits they will have to prove to me they are real. These spirits accepted my challenge. Unfortunately, although I was capturing this activity on camera, there were some who claimed this is all fake, a hoax. Although I know this activity is very real, I challenged the public and paranormal investigators to come to the house, free of charge, to determine for themselves if this is real or a hoax. Many have come to the Lamb House and were shocked over this activity. Most everyone says this activity is beyond anything they've ever witnessed. They witness apparitions, disembodied voices, strange sensations, being touched, and captured paranormal activity using their own equipment.
When you feel it, it is way different than watching it on a video.
I just got cold. Something.
That was a disembodied voice.
Standing right there in the doorway, you see it?
Yeah, I do see it.
What?
I just heard something too. In my freaking ear, and I'm not lying. I am scared shitless right now.
Investigations and
Did you just hear that?
Are you feeling something?
Who's next to me?
Do you feel the cold wrapping all around you?
Yeah.
I heard, all I heard was like, see my camera? Did you see my camera?
Yeah. Did they shut your camera off?
That one. from here, all the way from here, all the way out to that way. It went fast.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, what did they say?
Help me, please. Out.
Wow, that's the first time I've heard a growl like that.
Sit.
Hello?
He's touching you.
My hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's touching your hand.
Oh my gosh.
I feel like something's touched my hair.
There, you have things moving in your kitchen.
Something touched my thigh, like grabbed it and then walked away.
You could feel it go by you. Just beyond what I've imagined.
By you.
I saw it.
Nope.
I saw like a dark shadow just go in the kitchen.
Did that just say F?
You.
Or something there.
It's really, really cold sitting right here.
I was so shaky. That was so fucking creepy. No.
Was that you?
No, I'm standing here.
I've been watching you guys a lot.
That was a
Yeah.
frickin' growl voice right next to
Yeah.
me.
We came back. Are you still here?
I felt like a wind, and then I looked and saw the sock.
Knock on some wood if you want me to leave. I don't know about your child.
Yeah.
It looks like it's looking at a movie, like a child figure. It was like moving back and forth, rattling, and stopped.
Right when I felt like I got touched, it went red. Something has been non-stop touching my leg.
It's really cold over here.
It's crazy.
I'm scared.
You're scared? Whoa.
I heard that.
Did you hear a voice?
They said stop.
What the hell was that?
I heard that.
It was definitely way more active than the other investigations that I've done.
You're not safe in this house.
The Rhode Island Paranormal Research Group comes to the Lamb House. This team has conducted investigations at famous locations across the United States.
I travel all across the United States and investigate in high-profile paranormal areas. I got to know Ken through his webpage and looking at the YouTube videos of the Lamb House, and we thought that it was a great idea to come here to investigate after watching the unprecedented paranormal videos that Ken puts on there.
While setting up the equipment, the activity in the house quickly picks up.
Since we have been here, there have been disembodied voices.
Kent and I were sitting at the table, and we were facing towards the kitchen, and August was standing at the kitchen facing towards us, and Kent and I both all of a sudden heard what sounded like a child's voice. Might have been a little girl, I thought.
We haven't even begun this investigation and we have already experienced paranormal activity.
I've heard a couple of disembodied voices, seen what I thought was apparitions out of the corner of my eye in a couple of areas.
You thought you saw an apparition in the bathroom.
Yes, actually, and it was right behind you, Ken. And the moment that, you and I were talking, it was like right at my peripheral vision. It looked like there was a person that was standing right near where the toilet bowl is.
Let me skip to the very end of their visit for a moment.
I'll tell you right now, this is probably one of the most active places that I have ever experienced in all my years of paranormal investigation. Absolutely. This place is no joke.
A team member came to the house at a later time during the investigation. After she arrived, while investigating the house, her car lights started flashing. Over and over again, her headlights were flashing.
There's no way that the car would go off the way that it did. It's a Tesla. It's electric. The key was in my pocket on my phone. After it kept going off, I put it on the table. It was not near anybody, and the light still kept going on.
Right.
Makes no sense.
The team was shocked over what took place at the Lamb House during their investigation.
We heard a lot of disembodied voices today. Children giggling. We've heard giggling upstairs. The paranormal music box was going on consistently for at least 20-25 minutes. That's never happened before.
I don't always talk about the electronic equipment affected in the Lamb House, but this team of investigators found most of their equipment was affected.
This has never died. It gets charged every day, every night. It's never died. It's never not worked.
I've never had an issue with this REM pod until I came here today to the Lamb House. Put a fresh battery in there, and it simply is not working. That has never, ever happened before.
This was a 5-hour investigation. What you will see in this video is just a small portion of what took place that night. The house was very active during their visit. What this team experienced was unlike anything they've ever witnessed.
We've been on a lot of gigs, and, we find some things here and there, but not on a scale like here in the Lamb House.
Right.
So this place is no joke.
When we start the first portion of the investigation, we go live on the Ghosts of Carmel Maine Facebook group page. Viewers were able to witness this activity live.
Yeah, with a weird looking angle window there, yeah.
We're just waiting for more people to get on, everybody.
First, of course, we're going to be using, and many of you may have seen this on TV, this is called the paranormal music box. And of course, you just put this on, and this light is going to come on right here. Any motions that goes will set it off. We are going to go upstairs into one of, according to Ken, one of the most active areas. I don't remember having this door closed earlier. It was open. Look at that.
I'm going to
folks.
stop
It's
that
at
there.
3.
That is a great question. Whether that was where that question came from, why won't you help us, was what was being said.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, why won't anyone help? I'm not going to look into this, but what I get is that the people that own the home don't want that. They don't want it actually cleared out or help. They don't want anything gone from there. I'm going to stop there. It's unethical for me to continue because they haven't asked for that. So I'm going to stop there. But that was a really good question.
That was a very good question.
Uh-huh. Yes. So, and we would love to help.
Yes, we would.
We would love to help. That's another with these videos. what's really hard for us is to not clear it out, to not cross over spirits, to not help the families, to not do anything is really very difficult for us. That's the hardest part of these videos, is that we can't do anything. We have not been asked, and yeah, so we can't.
I'm gonna say right now that I think this video may be a little difficult for that reason.
Yeah.
Because I can already feel it's like there's a wall of people. Some of it might be residual. I'm not sure, but it's just this wall of earthbounds that just want relief.
And the people who, I assume people live here. I don't know. Maybe they just own it and just charge investigators to come in. I don't know.
Yeah,
Right.
I know.
Right.
Yeah.
They need help as well. So this whole thing just needs, that one of the reasons we're here is to explain to people what is really happening. These spirits and people need help. Everybody here needs help, and that's what we do. So it's not just about knowing what's going on. It's actually being able to help.
Yeah.
So, and every time I start to get myself kind of worked up in that area, Fred just like pulls me back. So there's a lot here. I think you're right. There's a lot here that might get me partially worked up or something, and I can usually hold it until after we turn the video off. But we'll see.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to be really careful about not getting pulled in.
Yeah.
To that compassion place of that taking on their frustration and their sorrow and
there's a lot of that
melting into it.
Yes. Yeah, and that's what she does, and then I go to the other side and get angry that people are allowing this and people are treating them so poorly, and that whoever the owners are just don't get it. They don't get what's really happening here. That you are re-torturing souls who are already being tortured, living in that space. So,
Right.
All right, woo!
Okay.
All right. Sorry about that, y'all. Okay, let's continue.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch this to this right here. So you can see this actually, the room itself. Whoa. Well, there is definite activity going on in this room. If you're over there, can you make that music box go off again, please? Whoa. That was right on. Did you see that?
Yeah.
That was right on cue.
Yep, I'm here.
Okay, I'm gonna stop again. Oh, are they putting up, is something being said here? So I'm really struggling with this, and we'll see if we can even get through this whole thing. Spirits in the house, they want help. There's this one man who is absolutely screaming at these people, trying to get noticed. He's moving things, he's making sound, he's making noise, and what it does is either scare people or get people more curious to ask stupid questions. And so there's a total disconnect. What the spirits are asking for, the spirits are asking for help. They really are asking for it. So whatever that was that came, that was absolutely the truth. When it said, "Why won't you help us?" or whatever, that was. They're frustrated, they're sick, they're angry, they're confused. Sometimes when we go in, as you know, if you watch other videos, they'll just kind of stand back and they're like, "I'm tired of you, I don't want to." that's not what I'm feeling here. I'm feeling so much anxiety. Every time someone comes in to talk, they're like, the one, he's in his 20s, this younger man in his 20s, and he's like, just like shaking stuff, like, hear me, what is wrong with you? Like, he's getting just like, what the hell is wrong with you people? That kind of feeling. It's not good. We're only a few minutes in, and I'm already kind of stressed out about this. So I'm going to talk to Fred and get myself calmed down again, because this is not going to be an easy one for me.
No, it's not for me either.
I want so badly to cross them over and whatever. And I can't, because ethically I can't. I was not asked to. And they're not coming forward. They're not coming here into our space.
Correct.
That's a little window into me. If they come into our space, then I can explain to them that I could help, and they can take it or not. But they're not even coming into the space. Not my journey. Okay, let's keep going.
Wow. Now, guys, I just want to say, look at this. I've taken this music box on a lot of investigations, and it just sits there without doing anything. It just sits there without doing anything. And it's going crazy in that very corner where Kent has caught paranormal activity. That K2 meter is still at a 3. It hasn't even stopped. I mean, that's, you can hear it.
And by the way, the electric blanket's not even on.
Is that you making that K2 meter go off? Did you see something?
Yeah.
Making that K2 meter go off. Did you see something?
Yeah. I have an SOS cam, but I don't use it often due to my skepticism what's captured on this device is paranormal related. I have seen the SOS cam map out objects and cause stick figures to appear. However, this incident made me question my skepticism. I have never seen a stick figure and the silhouette of what looked like a person show up together. The SOS screen is reversed. This was close to the dresser on the right side of the room. At first I thought maybe this was an after image of the dresser, but after looking at this closely, the shape is not compatible with the dresser. Something else I found interesting, the music box playing on top of the dresser. When the music box was playing, I took a still shot picture of this area from the camera I have below the live stream camera. This was captured. We didn't see this mist at the time. However, many times you see large mist move quickly through the house with the naked eye. Sometimes these mists move in such a way it looks like a full body apparition is trying to form, but can't form into a full body shape. And this may just be pareidolia on my part, but it looks like a head within this mist. But what I found even more...
Okay. My opinion is they're trying to make the evidence fit their belief. Right there is what they're doing. There is a lot of energy, though, floating around, especially the anger from some of the spirits that really balls up and can get thrown around. And yeah. And these... I'm going to reserve not saying anything about these investigators. I'm going to stay reserved or whatever, not say it. Reserve the right to not say anything. Yes, I don't remember where. I think, it was with that, the meter that was on the bed. And it was staying. That it's just energy. And then the investigators have a lot of energy coming off of them as well. And it's sort of like doing its own little dance. Yeah.
And you know, those of you that have watched us, you know, we don't put a whole lot of stock in those machines.
Little toys.
Yeah, we just don't. Doesn't mean anything, just wanted to say it.
Okay. All right.
Boy, I'm in a weird space.
Yeah, it's the energy here. So what I can say is if you were in this energy for long periods of time, the depression, the illness, going to have a lot of illness, different, I'm getting blood, like in your blood, as different illness with blood, circulation, that kind of circulation.
I taste metal.
Okay.
When you said blood, that metal taste came into my mouth, like you are either going to be deficient in some of the metals, the minerals that
Iron.
you need, or just the opposite.
Too much.
Depending on how your system works, you can build up an excess.
And I'm also getting bruising. Like if you're there, there's going to be bruises. Like where are these bruises coming from?
And easy bruising can happen when your blood thins.
Okay. Yep.
So that could
so it goes,
absolutely be an effect.
And I'm going to say it goes past the typical. If you live in a home that has activity, there's the people always have lots of headaches or backaches or that kind of thing. You can get bruising, but this is a level beyond that, where real illness, not just like, also just getting colds a lot, not being, just your immune system is weakened. This goes beyond that to much more severe illness in this place. Yeah.
I would concur.
Yes. Yes. Thank you. All right. So we'll keep going.
Okay.
Interesting about the capture of what looks like an apparition on the SOS cam. If this is in fact an apparition, it is the exact size of Shadow Dude.
Who's Shadow Dude?
Many times I have stated some of these apparitions in the Lamb House move so fast, you better have your camera pointed in the right place at the right time, or you'll miss it. August is going to have me stand next to the window. While I'm standing by the window, I hear faint disembodied voices coming from the dresser area. This corner and window area has always had a lot of paranormal encounters.
As you can see right here, you want to aim it right there. There's Ken. You can see his stick figure waving. That's him.
Okay, stop real quick. The grids are just almost non-existent here. And the room to me, when I'm looking at it energetically, the room to me looks like that, like sideways, or not, just like tilted. So I think in this room you could get very dizzy, disoriented, nauseous, that sort of thing. So on that side of the room, I would think where that dresser and everything, there's just, and when the grids fall completely apart, it can create a doorway, so things can come in and out much easier. Not the same as a portal, but so that could be absolutely. And when the grids are totally messed up and there's a hole in them, you can hear stuff going on in the other dimensions. It's part of it. Yeah,
it is.
And could be an apparition or shadow person, whatever. Could also be just energy that's balled up, moving around, all sorts of things. There is a lot going on here. There is a lot going on. Yeah. All right. We'll just keep going.
He's in front of that window where he's picked up a lot of activity. You popped in and out briefly. Can you do it again?
So I'm going to stop again. Sorry, is that all right? I'm getting an entity that just mimics people. So it can look like people, it can sound like people. And so Even like that, what, I don't remember what they called that shadow person.
Shadow
but
Man, I think he's
kind of is same as this dude standing right here that we're looking at, with the orange on his sweatshirt. Same shape, everything, because this entity can mimic quite easily. And because it really doesn't have a form, it doesn't have shape, so it mimics what it sees to present itself. Yeah.
Much like the shadow.
Oh, the shadow that's around him. So when we turn this back on, check out the shadow that this man is making. Good catch. Yes.
So right before you stopped it, I picked up a fella standing right behind him, right at that
On the
curtain.
on the other side of the shadow.
Yes, on the other side of the shadow.
Okay.
I had just picked him up when you stopped
Oh, sorry.
So that's okay.
You'll pick him up again. He could be the same one that I'm talking about.
Could be. He
Yeah.
could be.
Yeah. All right. I'll give you a second to tune back in before I go.
Okay.
We can see you. Just appear.
Heard a disembodied voice over here. Just mark it because we got a camera recording too.
Okay. Okay, how about if I just move
Another
a little bit
voice.
closer?
Another voice, child.
I just heard another voice. There is something in this room that's making that. Now, the music box is not playing. It was playing before. No action on the EMF. Yeah, he put it on. So now we got Patty. Can you appear next to Patty, please?
Let me know when you're ready to
Are
start.
you camera shy?
Go
Well,
ahead.
probably don't know if you know what a camera is, but
The what I felt when he asked, "Can you appear next to Patty?" was this just
That was this
rage.
Yes. Is it the same one? The very first dude I picked up on?
Yes.
Yes, because he is really angry and he's just like, shut the F up.
Yes, and that's who was.
Like he's really being tortured.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yes, he was really trying to get the man's attention when he was standing by the curtain, and then when he said, "Can you go stand by her?" It's just so raging anger.
Yeah. 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 It's Fred is keeping me calm. He has his hand on my shoulder and he's just like, just breathe through it. Breathe.
It is kind of funny when Earthbounds have colorful language. That's all I'm going to say.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. He's not happy. He's really, and it's not, he's angry because they keep coming and they're doing nothing. And he's like to the point where he's just, you know, if you can imagine you being in a room and you're starving and someone comes in with food and they're eating and then they leave.
And they just totally ignore that you're even there.
Yes. And then come back in, eat, and you're sitting there starving and they leave again. Like the guy is just pissed off.
Yeah. I'm going to say if he isn't already physical with people.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure he is. I'm sure that there are some people that get scratched or the bruising. I think he hits people.
I do too.
Yeah.
I think you're absolutely right.
And I think he throws things at people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I see this.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, candlestick or something that resembles a candlestick, just hurling through the air.
Yes. And there is, I'm getting a female that he really get a living female person. So that it really, like, she reminds him of his mother or something like that. Again, so this is, he's not talking to me right now. I'm having to get this through psychic ability, not mediumship ability, because he's not coming through.
Is this like a trauma bond?
Yes.
Earthy human?
Yes.
Living human?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I thought you were going to talk about the other earthy that he's protective of.
Oh,
that
no.
I have felt, but you're talking living person.
Yes, because why? Why don't you help me? You're supposed to like be. It's not. It's that like a mother thing. Like, why aren't you protecting me? Why aren't you doing anything? You should be compassionate and kind. You should want to help me. And like, he's really. I'm picking up. It's just he's screaming. I'm gonna try and get him to talk to me, and we'll see what happens. But at this point, I have not done, and I will ask Fred, because I always ask Fred before I talk to a spirit who hasn't come in to my space, and he might say, no, you can't do that. So
do you get, I know you can't really look into her, but this living woman, does she have a trauma bond to him?
Yes. Oh yeah, it goes both ways.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. But she doesn't see it as we are talking about it here.
Right.
She doesn't know why, but she likes to be here with the spirits, and she doesn't really know what's going on. I think she's even given him a name or something.
Ooh, like a pet.
Yes.
Ew.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And she's not getting, which happens. You're in this activity for long enough, you lose sight of this is dangerous.
Yeah.
And this is very sad. And it wouldn't surprise me if her health is going downhill, and her mental health, her physical health, etc. Her definitely emotional health.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, all right.
All right. Okay. I am going to try and switch my focus to see what else I can see. And you're going to try to talk to him?
Yes.
If Fred says it's okay.
If Fred says it's okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay. I had to take a little break there for a minute. So I'm back. We're back. All right. So let's
see what else is happening in here.
Yes.
Okay.
Are you shy, intimidated?
This is one of the few times that I'm going to agree with what's coming through that machine.
Are you upset that Ken has brought us in?
He's just like,
whoa, there we go, there we go. There we go. There's a second stick figure.
Anymore. I don't like
That's what we're talking about. Patty, it's to your
Looks
left.
like it's patting you on your head.
It's right at Patty. Patty, it's pointing toward your head. Everybody seeing this? We have an anomaly. It's above Patty. There's Patty to the left over there. There's a stick figure to the right.
It's touching her head.
And Patty, it is touching your head. There it is. It is elevated. It's above you. Can you tell us who you are? Is everybody seeing that? There are two people out there. One of them is Patty, and the other one, we don't know who. An apparition or an anomaly of some sort, and it's touching the top of my wife's head. Patty, it's rubbing your head. It's rubbing your head. Look at that.
Telling me everything's gonna be okay.
Are you trying to comfort my wife?
He's actually not touching her head.
Who are you?
Yeah.
Is this Hattie? And usually they just come and go. This one's staying.
You know what?
Hattie.
Look at
What
that.
you need to do is bring up the ghost box
Okay.
while you're talking with them and see if they respond at the same time when you're asking questions.
Okay. Are you upset that Ken has brought us in? Whoa, there we go!
Once again, I take a quick snapshot with the camera. No anomalies were captured, but keep in mind the SOS screen is reversed. This stick anomaly is captured to the left side of where Patty's standing. There are no shadows or anything that the SOS cam could map out that would cause this stick figure to show up. Am I still skeptical? After what was captured next to the dresser and now this, I'm 80% confident what the SOS cam captured is in fact paranormal related. However, what's getting ready to happen in the next few minutes, I will go from 80% to 100% this is definitely paranormal related. And if anyone is skeptical if the spirit box actually works, listen closely. I'm getting ready to step out of the house, walk to the mini mart next door. Some of these spirits are like children acting up when the parent leaves the room. And some do not like visitors in this house.
Were you just in the hallway with Patty?
Camera, stop. I'm going to stay in love, and I'm going to stay respectful. These these earthies want help. They really, really want help, and the humans around them are being very disrespectful, and it's painful to me. It's painful.
I agree. I absolutely agree. I can see why I don't even know what they're going to show, but I can understand why he would say what he said.
Mm-hmm.
Also remembering that they really don't know what's going on.
Yes, they don't get it at all.
Yeah.
You're right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Right. They don't. They don't. A lot of ignorance in the ghost hunting field.
Yeah. And which is why we've started bringing the ghost point of view.
Yes.
To help bring some.
Yes.
A little bit of education.
Yes. And no, you're not going to see Pam flip her lid. Not on camera anyway. No. You're right. And I need to also, what I'm being told now by Fred is to have compassion for these earthies, or the humans as well, because they really don't know. They don't know, and they're not. What I'm being told now is this is part of the human condition. They are not looking for answers anywhere else. And so they're trying to make what their belief system, they're trying to make the evidence fit what they believe, and then just sort of making it up on this, it must be this or it must be this, instead of finding someone. Even there's some ghost hunters out there that have been doing this a long time that have a lot of experience and they have a lot of knowledge, but this particular group is not reaching out to anyone to hear through experience, and they're just sort of making shit up as they go. And it's not really making it up, they're trying to make it fit their belief, and something just happened, so like the activity stirs up when they leave, like kids, whatever. They're like kids when the parents leave.
So when he said that, what I took away from that was that his ego took over.
Yes.
And,
yes.
Well, why don't they do that when I'm standing there asking it? They're just like a spoiled brat. They're going to act up when mom and dad aren't home.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's just not knowing. That's just reacting to how he's feeling at the moment, that he's probably upset that they're doing this when they're not. So he's, instead of looking at that compassionately or even just like, why? I wonder why that would be. And reaching out to people who know and having those conversations. You know, that's, again, why we started doing this and having, you know, the question and answers and all that. So
I am interested, though, to see what is it that they're going to show us.
And I thank you for bringing me around to that. That they don't. If they knew and they were still acting this way, that would be a reason for me to be offended. But they really don't know. So thank you for pointing that out to me. See, it's good to have a part. All right, let's go.
I'm going to step out of the bedroom. Let's see what happens.
That was a bing. That came from the box. It was a little bing from the box over there.
Going to see what happens when I leave them alone in the house. I'm going outside.
We'll be up here.
Want the slide on?
Can we get by?
Oh yeah, you want the slide on those? Did he say Kent's leaving?
I think he said Kent's leaving. Kent is leaving. Yes, Kent is leaving. Are you upset that... Okay. Are you upset that we're here? Yeah. Why are you upset that we're here? Why are you upset at us? What did we do? What did we do? Yeah, we did nothing. So why are you upset?
I don't know if it was through the spirit box or through the dimensions, but multiple times I heard the word ignorance.
Yeah. I'm not the only one who says that. And maybe I got it from them. Maybe that was...
That could be.
Yeah. That does happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So why are you upset that we're here? Or are you upset we're here? Whatever. Yes, they are. They don't want you there because you're not helping. They're being treated like they don't matter.
Yeah.
It's the same old crap. Different day.
They are only relevant to your entertainment.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it. Yes.
Yeah.
And they're tired of being the entertainment.
Yeah.
They don't want to be the entertainment anymore. If you can't help me, then just go away.
Mm-hmm. And it's not the only reason, but that is a big reason why Earthbounders get physical. And
Yes. Yep.
Activity in a home gets violent and dangerous because they're just so taken for granted is not the right phrase. And I'm...
Yes. And then that leads to frustration, which leads to
Yes.
anger.
Yeah.
And you have to remember, they live in the vibration of fear. You all know that.
Yeah.
And so it just like multiplies and gets bigger and worse. And once you get to that place, once an earthy gets to that, builds up the energy to that extent, you can't just talk them down out of it that easily. Paranormal mediums can come in and we can talk to them when they're like that. We don't always get them calmed down. But certainly people asking stupid questions is not going to get them to calm down.
No.
It's just not going to happen.
No, not at all.
Yeah. So,
All right.
All right.
Oh, we're not very far into this.
No, we're not. Maybe.
Okay.
Okay, we'll keep going.
Was that you earlier in the hallway with my wife? Was that you?
Okay. I'm just gonna.
Were you next to my wife?
Yeah, I'm not
caressing
really
her?
3D
I
into
have
this.
too.
Rubbing her head? What do you think it said? Correctly?
Something like that, yeah.
So you're saying I guessed correctly? So that was you in the hallway? I told you my name's August. That's Patty. Just to let you know, I have another investigator coming here. A woman. Edmund, I know you're here. But what I want to know now is Hattie here?
I'm here right now.
You're here right now. Wow.
Ask for an Edmund and a
Okay.
Hattie?
So that's confirmation that Edmund and Hattie is
I'm
here.
gonna stop. Did he say Edmund and Hattie? It says that.
Yeah, I don't know. And how does he know who that is?
Yeah.
I don't know.
As we have talked about in many of these, names really don't mean a whole lot. Sometimes we will sort of continue with the name from the life, most recent life, and we're stuck there.
Mm-hmm.
And we're stuck, with more of that energy.
Mm-hmm.
But very often, we've all had hundreds of lives. So names just don't mean the same thing. So, yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. There was just something about he's calling by name, and we watch them do this all the time. That's why we've said, why are they asking for a name? To us, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but I get it. It's they're trying to be respectful, right, or trying to figure out who it is. And so I've come around to understanding that, mm-hmm, and saying, okay, I won't.
So two things get me here though.
Mm-hmm.
If he heard a name,
mm-hmm,
names are so hard to understand, to decipher.
Oh yes, very much.
The dimensions.
Very much.
And a lot of what we think we're hearing here, we're not hearing.
Right. Yes.
Just saying.
Yeah. I'm not paying attention to what's coming up on what I know they're putting the words up.
Putting
there
the
on
words
the screen,
up, right.
Whatever. And I'm not really paying attention to that, if at all, but.
The gist of what they're putting up there, for the most part, has been pretty
correct. It's
pretty
angry,
accurate.
Because these spirits are just angry.
Yeah, but the names are so hard to decipher coming through.
Yeah.
But then, what makes him think he knows who he's talking to?
Yeah, I don't know. Now we did have that first 11 minutes or so cut out from the beginning, so maybe there was something in there.
Okay.
That
right. That they
because this house is
right. They know that there's spirits here.
Yes.
However, A ghostie's going to tell you anything. If they want to talk to you, they're going to tell you anything.
Yeah. And people will often think it's the person that died in the house. So maybe there was a whatever, an Edmund, whatever they said.
Yeah.
And a Hattie or something that died in the house. So they will automatically assume that that's who.
That it has to be them.
In the house. And sometimes there could be a soul piece. There could be a shattered piece. Or that person stayed around for a minute and then went, yeah, I'm going. I'm not staying here. And the grids are all messed up and everything. There's lots of reasons why you get activity in your home. And then they're just going with those names because they know those names.
Okay, I just had this quick flash. There's many, you've heard us call them transients. There's many that come and go, and they all pretend to be the same person.
And we hear that all the time. They're saying, are you Joe? And the spirit's like, sure, you want me to be?
I'm Joe.
Absolutely. You going to talk to me?
Yeah, the day before it was another Joe. But
right?
Tomorrow it'll be a different Joe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Wherever they get that energy from.
Yep.
If you want to call me Joe, you call me Joe because I like the energy that's coming. Even these spirits that want them to go, part of that anger, these ghost hunters staying, that's all more energy for them to feed on.
Yes.
So as much as they want them to go, they like the energy too.
True. Now there is that rare occasion where you get that earthy who is very stuck on their name and you refer to them as something else and all hell can break loose.
Yes. 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 They want you to know. Yes. And there's also spirits who know like the names of that are, from the Bible, like demons and so forth. And so they'll throw those out there trying to scare you.
Yes.
Yeah, that happens too.
That does happen too.
So, anyway, we're going to keep going.
Okay.
Just to let everybody know. Oh, now it's like dropping. Let me put it back here again. All right. This K2 meter has not stopped. Let me see if I can put it over here. It's been at 3 dots. The moment I put it down, it goes to 3 dots. When I pick it up, it stays at just one single light. At just one single light. But when I put it down, whether it's here or on this table, let me see if I can put it right here. You can see? It's at 3 lights, and it will not stop. It stays at 3 lights. I'm sorry? At 3 lights. I'm sorry? I'm not trying to ignore you.
And also sometimes the spirits are talking to each other. They're not talking to, like, there's just
true.
And there's also residual energy can come out in voices as well. It can come through those machines. So there's a lot going on that you're not thinking about when you're there doing that. There's all sorts of reasons for all this happening.
And when something comes out in a sentence, or it sounds like it's a sentence, quite honestly could be 3 different.
Yeah, absolutely.
3 totally different things coming across at the same time.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. It could just be a noise that sounds like a name or a word or something.
And our brain is constantly working to make sense of whatever it hears. So
okay, let's keep going.
No, Ken isn't back yet. Kent is.
Just as he came to the door, it said Kent.
Wow. Kent was just outside. Kent was... Kent just came back in.
Yes.
Yeah, it says Kent back.
When you left, it said Kent did something, and now it just said Kent back, and then you said I'm back.
Wow, you really miss Kent, don't you?
Yeah?
Man, we've got some serious interactions on this thing.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
It confirmed to us.
The what?
It confirmed that Edmund and Hattie is here.
It doesn't like August.
They don't like you?
But they said they don't like me.
They don't?
I don't know why.
What? I'm here.
I heard something downstairs. I thought maybe Melissa was here, but
What did you hear?
Whew, good they stopped that noise.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Got you now. I got. Oh, there he is. There he is.
Touching her head.
There he is. It's touching your head again.
and he's telling me he likes my haircut that I got yesterday.
This thing is touching your head again. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call you a thing. Wow, look at that. Whatever it is, Patty, it's tall. It's hovering over you. And it is rubbing your head again.
There's definitely noises downstairs.
Noises downstairs?
It's really starting to pick up in here now, folks. Is everybody seeing that? You see two stick figures out there? And one of them is hovering right over Patty's head. You see that? Look at that. Look at the size of that thing.
It's like leaning on her.
It's leaning on
Like-
you.
Oh my.
Patty, it's leaning on you. And it's tapping its foot.
Like in anger? Or
No,
like
it's just
it's-
leaning on you.
And now it's like putting its foot on your leg.
Oh my goodness.
What
Okay,
really blew
so
me
I'm
away
gonna
with this
stop there.
capture.
So they're saying this machine that you're using that has this little stick figure thing is touching her. She is not in any way responding to that physically. And the reason is because there is a spirit over there that I'm not looking at. I'm hearing what they're saying is going to happen, but whatever. But it's within the different dimensions, so it's a whole. There could have been, like, I can see the spirit doing something, but it's what used to be there, or it's within a different dimension. And it'd be like if Mari-Lyn was actually sitting right here and it's doing something else. It's like, okay, I'm gonna do this, whatever, and not even paying attention to that there's a human there because it's so far in the dimension.
The two things are unrelated.
Thank you. Yes, absolutely unrelated.
Yeah.
Yes. If there was an earthy there who wanted her to know it was there, I don't think he's really even, the earthy's not really even interested in her, but had he, and he wanted to like touch her, he would do that.
And she would know it.
And she would know it. She would know there's something leaning on her, that there's something there.
Yes.
Yeah, so.
That was very well put.
Was it?
Yes.
It felt very discombobulated, but
made sense to me.
But she speaks Pam.
It cleared up my concept.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, let's keep going.
Keep going.
There was an intelligence behind the body language of this anomaly. You can clearly see this spirit rest his arm on Patty's head. It even went as far as putting his hand on his other hip as if posing for the camera. It looked to me his body language was saying, I can touch your wife anytime I want and there's nothing you can do about it.
Okay.
It even goes as far as wiping its foot on Patty's leg. I have a rule when people come to the
Okay,
Lamb
I'm gonna
House,
stop.
they are not to provoke.
All right, that's really reaching into I'm putting my own belief system to fit what's
Yes.
going on.
Yes.
So that was a perfect example of trying to make it fit what's
Yes.
going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That doesn't say what he said at all.
No. That stick figure thing, whatever. No, it's not matching up for me at all.
Mm-mm.
His word, the entity, that stick figure, and his words all just are not matching up at all.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. All right.
Sorry. I was going to say something about the dimensions
Mm-hmm.
and residual energy. And I'm not even sure what happened to me, but I just kind of got like spun around and sat on my butt.
Oh, okay. So she won't be giving you that comment.
No, I won't. That was bizarre.
Yeah. It happens sometimes.
Yeah.
The energy just kind of flows it and out again. So
Yeah.
it'll come back if you need it. If everyone needs to hear it. Okay, let's keep going. I think we're only halfway done. So
I am really anxious for them to leave this area of the house because I'm being pulled elsewhere.
maybe that's what just happened.
It might be. And, you know, I'm going to be a good little girl and stay with the investigators.
Okay.
Okay.
These spirits. However, this looked to me, this spirit was in fact trying to provoke August. These incidents put my skepticism about the SOS cam to rest.
You had that on before. Remember you said you thought you saw something go through?
Yeah, I could have swore I saw something break the grid before you came up here, Kent.
Yeah.
But I was looking the other way, so I didn't see
When
it.
people come to the Lamb House, what
I've
does
never
that?
seen it consistent like this. It won't stop. I've never
So
seen
does
it.
he live
Is
there?
this his house?
Could be.
Oh.
No. Could be.
I sure sounded like it.
Yeah, it certainly did.
Okay.
Huh. All right.
Go ahead.
We go nuts like this. We're nowhere near it.
No.
We are nowhere near that thing. And I have the motion window facing toward the witch's window. It's nowhere near us. Did you hear that?
Something.
Is she still downstairs?
Nope, she's gone.
You didn't hear that? Hello? Ken, I hear footsteps in your
The
kitchen.
witch's window?
Yeah, she's gone.
There's footsteps in there. There's someone down there. Melissa!
Well, Melissa's
There's
not
somebody
around.
down there.
Melissa's an hour away.
So one of them lives there. Now, is that the one? So is it he and his wife? Or is the wife married to the other dude that's there? I wasn't paying that much attention, but she's the wife of one of them.
She is.
Do you hear a child moaning?
And I don't think it's
I
the
thought I heard
couple that
something
lives
before,
there.
but I was like,
It sounds like a child moan.
I wasn't sure what it was, but I was like, I'm hearing things.
Okay.
I thought I heard something before, but I was like, I thought I heard something before, but I was like.
A lot of things that come through sound like children, what we would attribute to children, and it isn't.
No matter what direction August turned this music box, it consistently played and never turned off. When August went downstairs, nobody was in the house. August and Patty kept hearing footsteps, strange sounds. and voices throughout the house during their visit. There are times the energy levels inside or around the house are extremely high. When this happens, the paranormal activity can go off the charts with disembodied voices, loud movement sounds in the house, and multiple EVP captures. And there are times that the cameras will capture strange anomalies. When I was looking over this video, there looked to be a face of a skull looking back at us. Maybe this is pareidolia, maybe not. But when the energy levels go way up, there's always large amounts of paranormal activity captured. The witch's window room always has strange activity. I don't like going into this room. I always get an uneasy feeling, and what these spirits say in this room is usually depressing.
I'll give him that. Okay. When the energy levels go up, there's more activity.
Yeah.
Yes. He got them right.
Yes.
Yeah. And again, our brains try to make sense out of things we're seeing. Our ears try to, our brain also tries to, through our hearing, make sense of it. We're always trying to make sense of things. Always.
So I have to say, they zoomed in on that window with the red lights behind it. That's what I think it was.
Okay.
Before they zoomed in on it, he said a skull looking back at us. I'm not so sure I would have seen a skull had that word not been put in my head beforehand. Just saying.
Yeah. And that happens too.
Yeah, because I did not see a skull in that space before they zoomed in on it and before he had said
power of suggestion.
Yeah.
That's why we don't like to know, excuse me, all the background going in, because then it's the power of suggestion. You can't help it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's my point. I'm not calling him a liar. I'm not saying he made that up or anything. He very well could have seen that as a skull. But that power of suggestion is so huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's continue.
Okay.
It's Friday, so here we are.
I just get a lot of really messed up grids in there.
I had a lot of residual energy in that room.
Yeah.
I got nothing up here.
I get really messed up grids. You got residual.
Yep.
Both those things really go together, and a lot of stuff can happen with those two things. I'm going to stop real quick. So one of the things that's happening is them continuing to do this, whether it's their house or someone else's, it doesn't matter. But typically in, I know we've talked about it before, but in situations like that, the grids are totally messed up, people are there talking, you can draw in other earthies that are just transient earthies, tricksters, all kinds of, I'm not feeling anything like demonic, demonic, anything really. It's just so much energy that it's really there. The attachments, and when I say attachments, that's there's an emotional attachment to this going on.
Right.
The people who live here, whether these are the people that live here or someone else that live here, you can feel that attachment with the people that live there. And it's just continuing it. And what can happen, aside from illness and all that we already talked about, is at some point it can draw in something more malevolent.
Yes, it can.
Or it won't.
Yeah. Crapshoot.
Yep, it really is a crapshoot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really, really is. But it's certainly going to be around for a while. What can also happen, we have seen on occasion as well, is the earthies eventually find their way out. They either get crossed over, they just get tired, they themselves become sort of transient and move on. Or maybe one of the transient earthies comes through and says, hey, there's something going on over here, come with me. And they go, and then a new set of ones can come in. And there could be, there's just all sorts of things.
And those new ones that come in will most certainly take on the name of Joe or Elizabeth or Edmund.
Yeah.
They hear it long enough and they want to get, they want to get some kicks and giggles.
Yes. Yes. And I do get a resident earthy there that's female. Yeah, there's quite a few resident earthies there at the.
There's
I mostly male energy, which is typically true. But
there is a female there that angry man protects. I'm not sure who he protects her from.
And it could just be in life he had that real protection thing with women, or
could be
something like that. And so then in that realm, he just continues.
He's just a protector. That could very well be.
Yeah. Okay. Let's keep on to go. I like the quiet.
The 13-member Melissa arrives at the Lamb house. When August and Patty first arrived, I gave August a quick tour of the house. When we were in the upstairs portion of the garage, we heard a loud bang sound, as if something was slammed on the downstairs floor with great force. I looked over the stair rail. There sat a doll on the floor. Joshua and I found this doll in the woods off Irish Road. It was an older doll, and it looked like it could have been in a house fire. This was the first strange incident that took place when August arrived. Unfortunately, this wasn't caught on camera. We haven't even started the investigation at this time. But this incident indicated to me the Lamb House is very active.
This doll moved earlier today. It fell to the floor when Kent and I was in here. I mean, it slammed to the floor. Melissa and I went upstairs. She noticed, and I noticed it was upright as it was before. When we came back downstairs, the doll was leaning forward. So I don't know what would have moved it. If you're upstairs, can you like walk on the floor so we can hear your steps?
A spirit trying to build energy.
One other capture on the SOS cam that made me question my skepticism took place in the...
Stop. There's a couple spirits down here, and they like it where it feels more quiet and calm, and they don't have to be constantly barraged by the other spirits and by humans, etc. And there's a sense that there is a female down there trying to build up her energy, so she's trying. So yes, the doll did get moved or whatever. It's her trying to figure out how to do that.
Learning.
She's learning. See, we're all learning. Okay, ready?
Garage in 2018. There was nothing between the rafters that the SOS cam could have mapped out, causing the stick figure. Even more strange, the stick figure was pinned between the wood rafters, moving back and forth as if looking at us. The body language seemed to show an intelligence.
Can just be plain old energy. How do you get intelligence through the body language?
I don't know, but why are they back upstairs?
I don't know.
So down where they were, where the doll was.
Are you Irish?
That's where I was being drawn to, and I am very irritated that they're not there anymore.
Yeah. Are you Irish? What it was? I don't even care to know why. Yeah.
Let's test them. I'll walk out of the room and see what happens.
What I'm gonna do, let me kill this light.
Yes.
I am no longer with the investigators. I went back.
Yeah.
I went back to that woman who is learning.
Yeah.
She wants to try and help. She wants to try and help herself and everyone else, and so she's trying to learn how to do that.
Makes perfect sense. Yeah. Yeah. And it feels like sort of unhealed empathy to me. What about to you?
Yeah, that fits.
Yeah.
That fits. There's a lot of anger in there. It's like, you effers aren't going to do it. I'm going to effing do it myself.
Right. Yeah.
And that would not be language that she would have used in life.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's this kind of motherly hero energy behind it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Misplaced, but in that realm,
Yes.
I totally get.
Yes.
Like if someone were to come to us in life, a human, we'd say, we need to talk about your trauma and your wounding and
staying in your own lane.
Yes, and yes.
Yes.
That sort of unhealed empathy you got going on there is not healthy.
Right.
And so it makes perfect sense in that realm that's where.
Yeah.
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 It wasn't healed before she in life, and it's just magnified now.
Yeah.
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 So, okay.
Yeah.
Whew, I need to get some more water, so we're going to take a quick break.
Yeah, let's take a quick break.
Yes. Okay, we're back from our break. Just needed a little break. Got some more water.
More water. Yep.
And I had a little protein. So we're gonna go ahead and finish this.
And
Let's go.
Yeah, it's dark.
I'm gonna take this off for a minute.
You want the light back on? Yes or no?
I haven't done any recordings in the basement since the Southwest Harbor investigation. We're down in the basement with the PX Ovulus and the SOS cam.
All right.
Due to the high level.
So, when we were on the break and right before we started again, I realized that I have a bunch of tools and I didn't know why I needed them. So I had to take that up. Because that was bugging me.
Okay.
And so I just asked, why do I have these tools? So there's the entity that mimics. That's a pretty strong entity, and I might need it for them. All the grids are so messed up. I would need some of my tools for that. And I was told that there is something that comes in and out of there on occasion that is not real pleasant. It doesn't hang around, it doesn't stay, but it does come in.
Okay. That's why that beginning energy, that more subdued, be in love, be in compassion.
Okay.
Be aware.
Be aware. Yeah.
Because it isn't a resident.
It is not a resident. Yeah. Yeah. So that's the why. Because I was like, why do I have these tools? There's always a reason. They don't just show up for zero reason.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And this entity that comes in on occasion really can stir stuff up.
I believe it.
Yeah. Can really, they might think, ghost hunter's version of poltergeist. They might sort of think that or something. And it does fly through, it does come through. Yes. And it's sort of it's not real, like it's really not it's not coming in to hurt. It's more interested in the spirits that are there than the humans that are there.
Okay.
The earthies that are there. So, yeah. And we get, transients all the time. Yeah. So it's of the transient, in the transient family.
Okay.
So.
Good to know.
All right. So let's go. I had to take that because I can't listen to that. And sometimes it really takes me out. Okay.
Levels of disembodied voices in the house tonight. I have a camera recording in the living room. Patty is sitting in the dining room listening closely for any disembodied voices. While doing the investigation in the basement, the disembodied voices pick up in the house.
Can you come back, please? You will stand right next to Ken.
And we just got us recorded doing that.
Okay, I have to stop.
So that's the...
I was just reminded that spirits see everything you do in the house. Everything.
Mm-hmm.
So these so you're in your home thinking you're doing your thing, your bathroom, shower, private time with your partner, etc. They see it all. They watch it all. They are watching everything you do. There is zero privacy.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure why that needed to. There might be one of you out there, or more than one, that are wondering about that, because that hit just came.
Someone needed to hear that.
Someone needed to hear that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yes.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Needed to hear that. All right. I'm gonna keep going.
Okay. Okay. Let Kent, I have you in front of me, yeah. Let Kent.
Are you the one that asked if I look at hot?
That was a child's voice.
I just heard like a.
That was definitely a child's voice.
You the one that asked if I look at hot?
That was a child's voice.
Did you see? I'm gonna stop. I know this is kind of a delayed reaction to what just happened, but they had the screen up there, and they showed the outline of that woman that was there, right? So it was a big orange, and then they had the stick figure thing in it. Did you notice that stick figure was not like showing where her arms were? It wasn't a perfect representation of her. So she was standing there like this, and that the stick figure was inside the body.
Yes.
So that right there should tell you that's not a reliable source for a spirit. It's picking up her energy.
Mm-hmm.
It's picking up her energy, but it's not picking up, that whole thing is not formed to a human form.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now that you mention it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Okay. So something you just said that absolutely was a child's voice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, but you cannot absolutely tell.
No.
Child.
Male,
adult,
female.
Male, female.
Adult. No.
You just cannot.
No. Especially with the mimic entity in there. Even without the mimic, you can't. But then especially there's someone in there that's mimicking. So, yeah. All right, let's keep going.
Okay.
We can get through this. We can do it, Mari-Lyn. Got this.
Do you want to come stand with me? Here, I have this little toy you can play with. Did Abby kill herself?
Light.
Light.
Eric.
Did Abby kill herself?
Light.
Did Abby kill herself? Did Abby kill herself? Did Abby kill herself?
Light. Eric.
Stand next to Melissa in front of the camera.
Trail. Light.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, she's sitting down though.
I don't get that anyone killed themselves. Doesn't mean it's not true. I'm just not picking up on that.
Yeah.
It could have happened that all that energy's gone, or it didn't happen at all.
Murder.
Yeah. Spirit. Narrator. Murder. Yeah. Friend.
Friend. Remember when I was upstairs speaking Gaelic, like the few things that I know? One of them is, I'm your friend. Moan.
Ugh.
Melly.
Not a good thing.
Are you Mo Cara? You my friend?
So I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
If let's say the spirit is speaking through that thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
They hear words like murder and whatever else. But friend is the one she picks up on. Why isn't she saying, do you want to murder me? Like, why doesn't that go to her head? Like, there's such a sort of a picking and choosing, and how do I want to fit this in? I just keep getting that. How can I fit this into my belief system of what I want? I want them to think of me as a friend. I want them to, so I'm going to go with, I'm going to hit that friend button to woohoo. Yes, they want to be my friend. Yeah. And they can't be your friend, just FYI. It is not a friendship kind of thing.
There's a lot of people that would beg to differ
Yes,
with you.
yes, that's true. Absolutely true.
A lot of people think they have that friendship.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And that all comes from wounding. But anyway, okay.
And I have no good answer for you.
Oh, I figured you didn't. You would have said it. Yeah. All right, let's go. The activity is actually diminishing now because they're getting tired of the whole game here.
Who's down here?
But the dimensions are still messed up, so there's still the residual's still there. The stuff through the dimensions is still there.
Very true. Yes.
Yeah. But the resident spirits are like done now.
Yeah, I have not felt anyone in a while.
No, they're just done. Done with the crazy.
I am it.
I found it.
That was clear.
Sound like some bones.
They need to wrap this up.
What?
Yeah. They're done playing.
I got nothing.
No, they're done playing.
Nothing.
No. This is all residual stuff that's coming up on whatever those recorders are they've got going on. The spirits in the home are just done. They're not doing it anymore.
Yes.
Done.
Yeah, another night of hope. And then...
Can you touch my hand?
No, it's energy.
Can you touch my hand?
He's all bunched up. But he's right there like he's trying to climb.
Like over here?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, now that's showing it's actually going with her arm.
Yeah.
Well, you did tell him to touch you.
I did,
Whatever it is, it's right there. It's right there. Right over there. On the heater. It's on the heater.
That was touched.
Okay.
Like this.
But whatever it is, it's right there.
Over here?
Okay, but it touched her on the
Did
other
you touch
side.
Melissa?
So again, those things are not reliable.
Still there.
All right.
Still there.
So again, that shows that thing is not reliable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that whatever that is. So.
And whatever that is, what is that?
Yeah.
I got nothing.
No.
I got nothing.
Yep.
Down there. Nothing
Nope.
anywhere.
Nope. A couple of times when they had that, we did get that there was an entity near or doing something, etc. But for the most part, it is just the spirits, the resident spirits are like, I'm out. Another night of thinking we're gonna help and nothing's happening, and so they're done now. This is all just residual BS that's through the house. Of course, there's other things going on in the other dimensions. The grids are all screwed up, so things are just flying through. Lots of energy. Oof, lots of energy. So we only have like 5 minutes left or something, so we're going to try and power through this. I'm going to speak for myself. I'm bored as can be, but I'm trying to just get through to the end, just, in case something happens. I would hate for someone to say, you cut out and right at the end something happened.
That would suck.
Yes, it would.
That
I would
would
be upset over that.
suck.
So, yeah.
So, okay.
All right.
Here we go.
Trying to get up. Can you get up? Get up. Oh, it disappeared.
In my opinion, this was amazing. The stick figure bunched up was actually captured under the stairs. He even said, go around. You have to go around the area of the heater in order to get to this section of the stairs. I don't know if anyone from the past has ever fell down these steps, but I can tell you, 2 years ago when walking down these steps, the second to the bottom step collapsed. If this happened at the top of the steps, there's no doubt someone would have fell through these stairs.
I can guarantee somebody has fallen down those stairs.
Yeah.
I mean, just look at them.
Yeah.
I'd fall down those stairs.
Oh, look at it. Look. It's right next to you.
Right next to you now.
Right next to you.
The other side.
Oh, the other
The
side?
other side,
Yes,
right
the other
there.
side. Yep.
Can you touch my hand again?
Part here,
Or you can touch my hair?
It's
He's right
never,
on you.
It also
you
has a
should
purple
never
outline.
say it's okay to touch
Yes.
me or anything like
That's a
that.
color temperature, right?
Oh,
You're
it's
giving
disappeared.
them permission
It's gone.
to harm you. Most of the time, you're probably gonna be fine, but I'll
Did you
tell you,
touch
if you come up
Melissa?
against an entity who knows what the hell they're doing, you are going to get hurt.
Yeah.
And going to get hurt badly.
Yeah.
Never invite them.
No.
It was like this.
Oh, wow. Around the wrist?
Yeah. That's why because I wasn't expecting it.
Yeah.
I was expecting it over here.
It's very rare you hear people that's been
All
around,
right, it just touched my hair, right here. Or you can touch my hair.
that's been
All
around.
right, it just touched my hair, right here. All right, so we're getting some activity now.
Well, you did invite him to touch you.
I did, no, I did.
When the Lamb House becomes very active, the paranormal encounters are off the charts. When this happens, investigators or visitors go into complete shock. The disembodied voices can be so loud, it sounds like someone is standing in the room next to you. All electronic devices are affected. Spirits quickly respond to your questions. If they don't like you, they will tell you to get out. If you anger them, be prepared to get cussed out. I warn people who want to visit the house to conduct their own investigation. Do not underestimate these encounters. What you see in the
It'll
Ghost of
pick
Carmel
up all
Maine
of a sudden
videos is
when
nothing
other
compared to
entities
standing in this house,
from
and out of
outside come
nowhere,
through.
the activity quickly picks up. Whoa.
Okay, so I think we're done. They're just going back
I
through
think
old
they're
stuff.
just doing
All right.
old. Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna stop this. We're gonna be done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think good time to quit when Pam's like, I kept wanting something more to happen. So this was really, for me, a good video in that I was so gently reminded that there are a lot of people out there with zero clue of what's really going on. And they start out just sort of, I think they do have, there's a certain level of fun. There's something they're getting from it and they continue it. Living in that though, they're going to start having some pretty big illnesses. It's going to be a lot of illness in this home. There's a lot of what we would call attachment. Again, is the human really kind of being emotionally attached to an earthbound spirit. So there's that attachment that happens through emotions. It's like trauma bonding. There's that going on. There's a lot going on that they have just missed the boat on. There's definitely stuff in there. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So
there is.
What would you like to say?
I want to talk a little bit about towards the end, when she gave permission.
Oof.
Like you had said, you don't ever want to give permission.
No.
And then I'm going to start this off by, I did not feel any entities in that basement.
Correct.
Doesn't mean
right
there weren't. She felt something touch her wrist. She felt something touch her hair. And she did give permission.
She did give permission.
So it doesn't work both ways. You give permission and they can touch you. You don't give permission does not mean they are not going to touch you.
I didn't know where you were going with that. I was like,
doesn't
what?
work both ways.
No.
No.
And there was power of suggestion in there too, because he said he's touching your hand, he's playing with your hair, and that power of suggestion. Yes. Yes. Now, if it's something, sorry, I'm gonna. So if it is something of some sort of entity that was never alive, some sort of more malicious, even headed down toward demonic, they will trick you. They're not going to do anything until they get permission, and they will trick you into getting permission to enter you, to jump you, to possess you, whatever it is that they want to do that they need permission for. So you have to give them.
All they need is a little bit.
All they need is, I give you permission to touch my hand. That pretty much that's it. So never give permission. It's just not a good thing to do.
And if you give permission to one, you have given permission to all.
Yes, that too. Yep. And it's like what we say about like Ouija boards. You can use it, I don't know, 99 times and nothing has happened. Everything is fine. But that 100th time you use it, woo, what can happen?
Yeah.
So I think people start getting more comfortable. And that's another thing, how you can get tricked too. Entities can really trick you into thinking, I'm your friend and I'm not going to hurt you and everything is okay. And just give me permission. I'm just going to touch your hand. And they can put those thoughts in our head too. I'm going to let you touch my hand. They're very tricky.
Yes, they are.
And then people who just don't know what they're doing, which the majority of these videos that we watch, they just don't know. They don't know what they don't know. Yes.
And it's very dangerous.
Very dangerous. And for whoever needs to hear that, they're watching everything you do in your home.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yep.
So you are not alone. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Okay, is there anything else you want to add to this?
Oh, I don't think so.
Okay. So if you have paranormal stuff going on in your home, on the land, wherever, reach out to us, theconsciousspirit.net. We can take care of that for you. We do not have to be there.
No, we don't.
We do not have to physically be there. If you want a multidimensional energy healing, reach out to us, theconsciousspirit.net.
We do not need to be there.
Nope. And I am, even saying this, I stopped myself. I am teaching again. I do have some fabulous students. Mari-Lyn teaches. So, you know, we're rarely does anyone ever start out with me. There's usually something else that has to. So we question and we talk and we find out if you're ready for that. So
and consultations are a good start to that.
Always a good start,
Yeah,
yes.
really
But
good
definitely, even just the spiritual journey. Are you ready to take your spiritual journey? We're always available for that as mentors as well. So anyway, theconsciousspirit.net.
Yeah.
And if you want to be on our email list, so we're going to do some more group stuff.
More of that group stuff. Those group meditations, I tell you what, there is nothing like them.
Nope. It'll change your life.
Nothing like them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not just a regular meditation. For you people that, if you haven't experienced them, I can't expect you to know what it's like to have a Fred guided meditation. But they're really life-changing and amazing. And once you start them, you really want them. Like if you go a week without them,
yeah. And it is different than being one-on-one in a guided meditation.
Yep.
I know some of you out there have experienced healings, other sessions that you've experienced a guided meditation with Pam, probably a shorter version. Put that in a group where the energy, where the vibration rises and gets so super high.
And it's not the same as listening to them either
No.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. Listening can be good.
Oh yeah.
But there's just nothing like them.
And
so
they're also,
I really encourage you.
Yes. They're healing. It's a great way to development.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Just getting clarity on life. I mean, it's just everything all into one. Fred is absolutely amazing. Amazing.
So,
yeah.
So yeah. Watch for the email on those offerings and get signed up early.
Yep. Okay.
All right.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we'll
see you next time.
See you next time.
See you next time.